a few days ago, following months and months worth of controversy surrounding some of the biggest gaming releases for Ubisoft, we had a leak that indeed they are considering a buyout. That after so many investors complained about the problems Ubisoft is having, and a lot of them even suggested potentially a buyout, take the company private, and potentially fix a lot of the issues moving forward, we heard the report that indeed that's what Ubisoft is considering. This is following a massive failure in Star Wars Outlaws, a game that they thought was going to be an instant win for them. Oh, it's got Star Wars attached to it. It's going to sell millions and millions and millions of copies. Was a complete and total flop for them. And of course, that's part of the reason that led to the decision to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows, a game which arguably has a lot more controversy surrounding it than something like Star Wars Outlaws. And as all of this is happening, we continue to see people at Ubisoft having absolute meltdowns and implosion, mad that gamers won't just eat the shit that they're shoveling out. Monetization director at Ubisoft, Stevie Chassard, lashes out at gamers and fellow developers. Stevie Chassard, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. The monetization director at Ubisoft lashed out at gamers and his fellow developers in the wake of the company postponing Assassin's Creed Shadows and admitting its sales on Star Wars Outlaws were softer than expected. And we know about all those things. We've covered all of those things before. About a week after this press release, Chassard took to LinkedIn, where he lashed out at gamers and his fellow developers, celebrating the demise of Ubisoft. And we do have this right here. Director of Monetization wonders why gamers are mad. I rarely post on social media, but today I am sad, ashamed, and sad. What, because your company's dog shit? The gaming industry is rough at the moment, and we all know it. But seeing how gamers react on social medias, wishing ill fate to companies and people alike is sad, and not only toward Ubisoft. Let's contextualize this. You know what all gamers want? They want you to put out awesome fucking products. People don't want these games to come out and be shitty. That's what's going on. But if you continue to do that, if you don't listen to your fans, if you don't listen to gamers when they're telling you what's wrong with these properties, and you continue to churn out shit, yes, people are going to root for that thing to fail. If you disrespect people like that, of course they're going to be rooting for you to fail when you put that out, if they feel that's the way the company's headed. Even though it's always the vocal minority that express themselves on social media, I was hurt and ashamed to be part of this community. What's even more revolting is coming on LinkedIn and seeing the same comments from people within the industry. You know what? If gamers are saying something, if other people within the industry are saying something, maybe you're the one that's fucked up. On top of exposing yourself as clearly a non-decent human being, you're affecting thousands of employees that are already impacted by all the hate, despite doing their best to deliver incredible experiences. How can you wish a company to fail simply because they do not cater to you or that product does not please you is beyond me. We're all in the same boat. Please, please, please stop spreading hate. We should all uplift each other instead of bringing each other down. If this is a one-off thing, and Ubisoft delivered one product out of the last 20 that people were upset about, I can understand how if it felt like everybody was wishing for the company to fail, how that would be an overreaction. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about months and years worth of all this stuff building up, of Ubisoft clearly telling their fans they don't give a fuck about you as long as we continue to make money. Yeah, I know you're complaining about the quality of this game, but we don't care. We've got all these different monetization ways. We're going to make a bunch of money off it, whether you like it or not. And now finally, a lot of that shit is catching up to them. This isn't just about DEI insertion into these games. This goes into the broader general gaming experience. There's a lot of reasons why games are failing right now. One, because the ease of some of these indie developers to get their stuff out there makes it easier for people to find something else to play rather than the biggest AAA gaming release from a place like Ubisoft. And this is just a dude who doesn't fucking get it. He is part of the problem. He is part of the reason why these companies are failing, because they don't want to listen to their audience. They don't want to listen to their fans. They don't want to listen to gamers. They just want to put whatever they want out. And if it gets backlash, that's just because you're a mean person. We should all uplift each other instead of rooting for things to fail. If a company says over and over and over again that they fucking hate you and they continue to push out bad product, guess what? You're going to find that a lot of people if they think it's dog shit, are going to be rooting for it and for you to fail because they know that you don't have the gamer's best interest in mind.